present a topic financial accounting and reporting of a sole proprietorship or partnership business. For this assignment, our group decided to choose the sole proprietorship business to be our reference. The name of the sole proprietorship business that we choose is Pak Su Chalet. This business is established on 11th of November 2011 and it started to operating on 2012 and it has been already 10 years since the chalet started to operating. Operating hour for this business is started from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. This chalet owned by Encik Wan Solihin bin Wan Hassan and the business is successfully registered under SSM. Their SSM registration number is KTO. For your information, this business is located at Lot 1222 Jalan Jerang Pasu, Padang Pak Ahmad 16088 Pasir Putih, Kelantan. Next is the owner capitals is RM10,000 for this company to start the business and operating successfully. This money is totally from the owner's saving to build a chalet for this business.
The information about business activity is the chalet provide an accommodation for school to help any program and for family to spend leisure time with their family or have a vacation and family day there. Pak Su Chalet also provide a campground for school or universities to do a camping program when they visit to the place to have more experience and get close to the nature. Besides, they also rent a site for any camping activity to any school or organization to help any program at the chalet. Pak Su Chalet is a sole proprietorship business. This business has been registered as a sole properties under the Business Registration Act 1957. Next, a sole properties is a business owned by one person. The capital contribution is contributed by the sole owner. Pak Su's chalet liability is unlimited, which is if the business fails and the assets are not enough to cover the debt, the creditors have a right against the owner's personal properties. Besides, the account book in sole proprietor is no legal obligation to keep accounting book and prepare account.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur binti ZULAKRAMIN. I'm going to discuss about classification of business. Basically, we have 5 types of classification business, which is asset, revenue, expenses, liability, and capital. For your information, asset, owner equity, and liability can be found in statement financial position, while revenue and expenses is in statement profit or loss. What is asset? Asset is properties owned by a business which bring future economic benefit. Asset can be classified by 2 types, which is non-current asset and current asset. So, non-current asset can be categorized in tangible and investment. Non-current asset is a long-term investment that have useful life of more than 1 year. Pak Su Chalet has 9 current assets, which is vehicle, buildings, room equipment, and activity equipment. Next, Pak Su Chalet also have current asset, which mean a short-term asset that are compatible to cash within a year. Their current asset is account receivable, cash in hand, and bank. Next is liabilities. What is liabilities? Liabilities is financial obligation of a business to its own. Liabilities also can be classified non-current liabilities and current liability. Non-current liability is a long term, which means amount owned by business not repeat within a year. Pak Su Chalet non-current liabilities is owner saving. Next, current liabilities. Current liabilities is a short term, which means amount owned by business to be repeat within a year. Pak Su Chalet doesn't have current liabilities because the business doesn't have account payable. The third one is expenses. What is expenses? Expenses is cost of asset, use or service used in earning the revenue. Pak Su Chalet have a lot of expenses, which is electricity and water, salary and wages, raw material, Wi-Fi, vehicle, and repair maintenance. Net is capital. Capital represent owner supply fund to the business. For Pak Su Chalet, the owner brought capital by his own money. The last one is revenue. Revenue is total value of all goods and a service sold by a company in a period. Revenue also known as a sale and income. Revenue in Pak Su Chalet is sale rooms, camp package, hall rental, family activities, and work in pool.
Hi, my name is NURLIAH ALISA binti KHALID. Recording process of business and financial statement. First, transaction. We need to identify the transaction of the business. Second, journal. It create of journal entries for each transaction. The business will be track all the account business. Third, ledger. Provides a breakdown of all accounting activities by account. It allows a bookkeeper to monitor financial position and status account. For unadjusted trial balance. Third, the company it unadjusted balance in each account. It is to ensure that the total credit and debit balance are equal. 5. Worksheet is created and used to ensure the debits and the credit are equal. If not equal, adjustment will be needed. 6. Adjusting journal entry. It will be made to make bookkeeper makes an adjustment. Adjustments are recorded as a journal entry when necessary. 7. Financial statement. After adjusting entries, it will be generated to financial statement. It will be include an income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. 8. Closing book. Closing book will be made at the end of the day on the specific closing date. Recording process of the business and financial statement. Pak Su Chalet using a Microsoft Excel and manually for the recording process of business. Okay, firstly, Microsoft Excel. It is used to be recorded all the document about accounting recording process. It is easy to use because it has a basic spreadsheet functionality. It is to support accounting function such as budgeting, preparing financial statement, and creating balance sheet. Second, manually. Other transactions will be used manual method by the owner of Pak Su Chalet. Is a bookkeeping system for recording business activity transaction without using a computer. Here is some example of recording process of business Pak Su Chalet.
This is some of the strength of the recording process, and one of them is affordable and simple. A small or recently established business will find it difficult to manage some price, especially when it's come for accounting software. Fortunately, it will help by using Microsoft Excel to rescue as it comes bundled in Microsoft Office package. It does not need annual renewal and work on several different platforms without even needing some of internet connection. For example, the owner of Pak Su Chalet used the simplest form and process of business. They use Microsoft Excel to manage their price of accounting to be more affordable and simple. The second one is convenient in organizing data. For organizing data, it allows all users to conveniently store data in spreadsheets in structured format. By using Microsoft Excel, it has evolved so much that now it can provide the option of using some of graphical representation to show some of store data and accounting result. For example, by using pie chart. The last one is compare dataset with ease. By using Microsoft Excel, it can help us to make comparison between different datasets. It can make compare dataset become more quickly and easily. And by using Microsoft Excel, it can also make it hassle-free to compare financial dataset. For example, when we need to compare financial dataset between two of period to calculate income, which is year-on-year or month-on-month data. This is the weakness of the recording process. One of them is lack of control and security. When a data file is too large, it can make the Excel program run very slowly, especially if all the data is in one file. Microsoft Excel is also not user-friendly, and the application runs off the very large number using imprecise calculation, which is compromises accuracy. Excel is also a standalone application that not fully integrated with other business systems, which is it does not provide sufficient control because sellers of managers don't have easy and consistent visibility of the code sent by their reps. Last but not least is different method. Since this company is using an Excel to record any process of their accounting business, it may become an old recording process compared to the other company or business.